All right, guys, we're back with the Run and Gun podcast. This is episode 3. This is post UTSA week. It was a big game. Obviously, one of us had a better time than the other. But this is your host, D. Linz, and I'm joined by Carlos. So here we go.
So it was an interesting game. I was I was not expecting 105k to not 105 103k was it? Yeah, 103k to show up. But you know, I feel like 20,000 of those are a bunch of UTSA fans. But
Dude, you didn't see those like you see it right now when we put the clips. When UTSA scored, like they just put the camera on to like the top. What is it, like the I think
yeah,
103, 102. Dude, it was packed. Like it was UTSA should. But they should have. I mean, it's not even that far of a
but
drive.
there were a bunch of UTSA fans behind me and like side of me and in front of me. Like they were like all
Yeah, I was.
over.
It was a great atmosphere. Where I was at, there was a couple, but the majority. I mean, where I sit is the season ticket holder. So it's like maybe like 5 or 6 of us that were in proximity, other than me.
A couple of mine were season ticket holders, but the seats next to me, thank God they weren't because of that game one experience. Poor girl, it was all trashed. It was so raunchy, but
It happens. It happens.
the
Right.
group of
Well,
people that I had next to me, they were cool, even though
I
they
mean,
were
it was a
UTSA
great.
fans.
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, it was a great atmosphere. I mean, but that's what should be expected. I mean, Texas. I mean, they always bring 100K regardless. Especially this season. Like
Oh my
the
God,
hype is there.
hold on. And then because of that, the 102 or 103. So they were Aggie fans, A&M fans. They were ragging on Texas's the 105 that they posted with Bama, and they're like, "How is this? This would have been third for Texas A&M." I was like, "Dude, you have a bigger stadium, bro. Like, who cares?"
I mean, dude, as long as it's a sellout, I don't care how. Like, you could if
It's a
you have
cool.
80K or 90K, like if you sell your stadium out, that's all that matters.
It's an awesome atmosphere, regardless. Like, you have 100. Dude, that both games are awesome. The freaking when the whole stadium went out to Journey, and then also on Thunderstruck with everybody.
Oh, that's your first time, right?
That's my first time with that.
Yeah,
That was
I didn't know
awesome.
they were still do that. I don't know if they're still gonna do that this year, but yeah, they always do that. What is it? Beginning of the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, dude, I'm loving the whole the Hell's Bells. I don't know if
Oh,
that's Sark,
the
but
intro.
I'm
That's
loving
Zark.
that.
That's Zark.
Yeah, I'm loving that, dude. Like it's. I mean, I don't know if it'll be a thing. I don't think. Hopefully, it gets to become a thing, but dude, that song gets me
Gets you
pumped. I always
pumped.
love
Yeah,
that
it gets you
song.
pumped
Yeah,
for
I
the
love that
pickup.
song. Dude, I saw that video, like, but it, like, you see the video of the players leaving the tunnel. Everyone's like, they're
Yeah.
hyped, and Sark is just like bouncing all over the place. I'm like, okay, man. Hey, you show up and you show out and you win.
So did they
Hey, you can do
show
whatever you want, man.
the player intros for week three like on the big board or no? Because I got here late.
Dude, you're asking the wrong person.
Because
I
week one
don't.
they did it. Week one they did it, and I was
They
live
more
as
than
fuck.
likely did it. They more than likely did it.
Because
I
week
mean,
two they
usually
didn't.
they bring out all the stops for any night game. You know what I mean? They more than likely did it.
No,
I
'cause
don't. I think I got there a little bit late too.
I didn't watch the first drive, the first Texas drive. I was watching it on my phone, and the
You would have
second
been. You would have
UTSA
been.
drive.
You'd have been a little disappointed,
No,
but
I saw the
I
game.
mean,
It was on my phone.
I mean, this, I mean, yeah, yeah, but the atmosphere, man, it was just getting into the stadium. Dude, you just felt like there was Texas fans that knew they were in for a fight, and then there was Texas fans that were walking like, dude, BTS, like we're gonna blow them out. And I mean, then you have just casual fans, just they just go for the Texas game, blah blah. They're
Yeah,
expecting a blowout because who's UTSA, whatever.
it still
So you're
pisses
like
me off.
walking into the stadium. I mean, dude, but that's any fan base. Like you look at any big school, they're gonna have fans like that.
Nah, but like the thing that pisses me off is that people like they don't show enough respect for UTSA. Like I'm talking about on Twitter. People are over here
Yeah,
calling them an FCS team. Like no, they're not.
yeah, no, dude. I mean, I think people like you look at a program that's like young, and I get it. UTSA is way younger. It's always gonna be looked at. I mean, Texas is like they're the University of Texas. Like it is what it is. It'll always be Texas. It'll always be A&M. Those are the big boys. But UTSA is on the come up. Like UTSA has only been around. I think it's like the 12th year. Like dude, like, and ever since Trailer got to the program specifically, like it's just been completely different. And then once Lisa Campos, our new AD, got to campus too, way different. More like the facilities got better, the program's better. Joining like upping in conference got better. Like people are like I would say kind of dumb if you think it's the same old UTSA because it's not.
Yeah, but
It's really
like,
not.
I don't get it. Like everybody's like, oh, Texas barely stood, like hung around with an FCS opponent, and just like they're not an FCS opponent. They're one of the best Group of Five teams in the nation. Like,
So you're talking about a defending conference that's more than likely. I mean, I would say more likely because I don't want to get ahead. But favorite to win the conference back to back, and they had never won the conference before. Now you go from never winning the conference to like being the favorite to do it all over again. And you look at even like Sam Acho, I forget the other name of the announcer, was saying it like,
Londo.
see, yes, they were saying talking about how Cephas, Franklin, and Clark, like the yards. I think they all had over 750 receiving yards last season. And like between them, they have like over 5,000 yards combined career wise. Like you're not talking about a bunch of bums. You're talking about probably one of the best supporting casts in the nation, if not. If, of course, I would say in Conference USA, but in the nation, you look at a team that has three guys that can do that. Like it's kind of tough to find those type of numbers.
That's a UTSA. I don't care what anybody says. That is a borderline top 25 team. They're
Dude,
one and
you
two
really
right
look.
now, but
Do
yeah,
you look at it? If they would have hung, if they would have just man, if they would have beat Houston, they would have been right there. It could have easily been 21 versus 25.
yeah.
Like it could have easily been that if they win that game. And like, but I mean, should have, could have, would have. It is what it is. Lost that one. Bounced back against Army. And like the first half of this game, I thought they played amazing. And then it just when you play a team like Texas, you like when you're going into an atmosphere on the road. Like if the game would have been at the Alamo Dome, I think it would have been a little bit different. But when you're playing on the road, like it's 3 to 5 plays that are going to
So the
cost you
way
the
I
game,
see
or
this,
when you're the game.
so the way I see this, so like Texas, they prepared for Alabama for months. Like Sark said that their game plan for Bama was done 3 months ago, and then yeah, they dedicated their resources to Bama because that was their biggest game, and the preparation in that game last week showed. So the reason I'm talking about this is because I feel that for UTSA it was the same thing. For what
I
team
don't know.
Texas? No, it
I
was the
don't know.
same exact thing. I guarantee you they prepared. They prepared a lot for this Texas game, like for months. They just had that game plan for months, just going. It wasn't just a week to week thing. No, I know
I
for a
mean,
fact that they were
it,
prepared for months.
because the whole off season, the game that even like the fans and like they were really pushing was that first one. It was that first game against Houston. But obviously, I mean, you have a team like Texas on your schedule.
Yeah,
Obviously, like you're not gonna say it, but obviously you have that on your like the back of your mind. Because there was a couple plays where you saw like UTSA, they out schemed Texas, but
that's
then the
pure
second half,
preparation.
like
Like that was just
in the
that.
second half, like Texas adjusted, and I mean you would expect a great mind like Sark and PK to be able to do that. And even then, there was a couple plays where like dudes were just out of position, and then there was those other plays where UTSA players just wanted it more. There was just a couple of, like third down pickups, a couple of missed tackles. Like you're talking about a team that played the best team, the dynasty, and really played them tough. And then you look at UTSA, banged up online, missing players, redshirt starting, like I mean walk on starting, and you didn't see the same amount of like dominance that you saw last week, especially from guys like Alfred Collins and who was the other one, Savante Sweat. Like you did see, I think you did notice it once you watched clips like on the right side, like they kept trying to attack us on the our tackle. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, talk about our most hurt position, and then leaving this game with for like two more injuries on the O line.
Yeah.
Like you're like yeah, you're not. I mean, they're not dumb. I mean, you're gonna target them where they're at. The guy still did like they did a great job, and Frank did a great job too. But I mean, just sucks when you don't have that type of depth.
All right. So you've gone and rewatched this game fully,
Yeah, I
and
had to. I had.
you sent me a couple of things that you wanted to talk about that you pointed out. So let me bring that up right here. All right. So the play is we have the illegal formation that you want to talk about.
Dude, it's just right there, like right off the bat. Like, what a beautiful, like, steps up, beautiful throw. Cephas wanted it more, like, touchdown. Like, oh my god.
Oh
And you
man.
like keep playing when you see the wide, like what was the like the Texas DBs doing? Like I think they didn't switch off right, and then it, like, beautiful throw by Frank. And again, both our tackles got beat on that play.
So it's illegal formation. All right, so let's see it.
Well, think about the confidence boost. I get it.
Oh my god.
Right there. You got to get reset with a shift like that.
I hate dude. Oh my god.
Like yeah, Jameson had his eyes inside, and I mean I get it. It happens. Like that's how you scheme that play up, because that's how you scheme that up. I mean you run that type of play to try and get the corner to bite, and I don't know. I mean, I guess he didn't think he was gonna throw it. The Jameson bit, and see if
All
this
I'm
goes
gonna
over the
say
top.
is that you mentioned that about Jameson. It's year 4, 5, year 4 or 5. I want to say 4. It's year 4.
I, I
You've been
think
a
dude,
starting corner for 4 years, and you have bit on that play every year you have been a corner at Texas. It's insane.
I think that coming into this game, dude, I think I think Twitter got into his head a little bit. Like he wanted to make a play. He wanted to do something like big, and that's why his eyes were inside. Like I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, dude, it's a mistake. People make mistakes. It happens. But it really was like, dude, it's a shame. Like UTSA scores a touchdown instead. They go down the field and I mean Texas holds. But you're talking about should be 7-0 at this point. Instead, it's 3, and then I think Texas scores a touch. Roshan scores a touchdown and it's 7-3 instead of 7-7.
I
Like
will say
drive
that
immediately after that.
the Jameson redeemed himself on
Dude, yeah, on that same drive.
on the same drive
On that same drive, yeah.
on this
He
play
makes a
right
great
here.
play. Yeah.
Like
He
the
makes a
third
great
and
play.
goal, easy.
Yeah, and both of them were covered. I would have preferred throwing it to Cephas, but I mean, Sakari's your one. But yeah, he made a great play. Honestly, the only thing I would have preferred is, I mean, Sakari's taller than him. Maybe throw that fade, but I mean, Jameis just made a great play.
The Jameson was just stuck on him.
Like it's perfect technique, dude. Perfect thing. You got one arm on, long arm the ball inside. Like it's perfect. And then here, dude, this is another big play. They're going to go for it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And you're probably thinking they're probably gonna go inside or fade on the left side with how wide he is. I think they're gonna go to Brady. And look at it. Right, pause it around, dude. Look at the numbers. As soon as I think it's Cook goes right there. If Brady gets that ball before that false start, like you have 3-on-3, hat on hat. If those 3 guys block it, it's a touchdown. Like play it again. Like look at that. Like I'll take that 1-on-1 with Watts if he gets off him. But you have big Oscar Cardenas right there blocking for him. Like I think UTSA had a good play call, but I mean, false start.
That's just how it is.
It's out of
That's how
3.
you can tell trailer was. Yep, look at trailer.
Yeah, man, I would have been annoyed too. Like, dude, you had a perfect play call, and now you're settling for 3. Which I mean isn't bad, but dude, if you want to pull off the upset, you can't
need
make mistakes
touchdowns.
like that. Yeah, you can't make mistakes like that, especially in the red zone.
Texas went through the same thing. They elected for field goals when they had touchdowns available against Bama. That's just how it goes when you're trying to upset. You can't just
You know, but I love the call by Trey. Like, hey, you know what? If we're gonna pull the upset, we're gonna go. But then you make a mistake like that. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Like, nah, kick the field goal. Like, and just get the points. But
the next play that I want to highlight is the surprise onside kick, even though it wasn't a surprise because I saw it a mile away. I'm going to just let it play. Dude, okay. You see this.
they lined up like that all game. I don't know why they lined up like that all game. And then if you watch it like from the first kickoff to like this one, which is the second one, like they were backing up, like just like play it slowly, and you'll see like he's not even at the ball yet, and they're already like backing up. They're already, what is it? 10 yards is the closest man. Like they're already backing off. Like it made perfect sense. Like see, he's already backing up. He's not even there yet. Now they're at 13 yards, back to the ball. Like nobody's even close to it. Like, dude, like what? Like, I don't know what they were doing special teams why they lined up like that, but
I was in the stands. I am a fan. You can't say you look at this formation that the kicking unit is on, and you don't think damn, this looks like an onside kick formation.
I think they lined up like that the whole game though. But even then, like look at the numbers. Like you have five on three at most. I
Exactly.
mean, if you count the guy on the hash.
Like every time that I see somebody attempt an onside kick, they're set up like this. Like, keep that in the back of your head, dude. Like, my God. Like,
Dude, what surprised me is the rest of the game they still lined up like that. Like I would have gone for it again. I have the numbers. I don't care if they're expecting it. Like I would have gone for it again.
it's
Like they lined up like that the whole game. I don't know. I don't know why though. Like I really don't. But I mean,
it's absurd.
UTSA pounced
It's
on it.
absurd. That was just pissing me off. That I was in the stands and I could tell that it was like this looks like an onside kick, and then I see the onside kick happen. I get even more upset. I'm just like, dude, you're.
Dude, just look like nobody even touches the guy that recovers it. Like, like he catches it.
Yeah, look, it's free. It's free.
Yeah, catches it, and then that's when.
They catch Texas sleeping.
You got Maurice Blackwell, and I don't even know who the hell the other guy is.
Oh
your
man, I
next
should have had it. That first touchdown, dude, by UTSA was awesome too. That whole drive, like that whole drive by UTSA was awesome because you just saw they just wanted it more, and then even Sam Acho was talking about it. Like UTSA was struggling to run the ball, and then you get to the goal line, boom, Brendan Brady punches it in, and then boom, you kick on onside. Like that's what you needed. Like you need to make plays like that if you're gonna upset a team. And then even right after that, like you could tell the defense was all over they were all over the place. I think this play goes for like 13 or 15.
I don't think we can just you can't go off.
I mean, you could just let it run.
No, but I'm still fast forward.
Has to be a concern for Texas.
Like boom.
Swing pass, getting it out to Cephas. Cephas to the 35.
This is just upsetting me.
See, they're already on the 35. Like
And this is
Sakari, just being Sakari, bro.
This I will say.
Across the middle, but that's a guy you can trust.
This was like I told you they had the game plan like months ago. I will say this is game prep, like week prep. This play, simply because you saw the Bama game. You and I both saw the Bama game. You saw the amount of times they threw a bubble route or tried to throw a screen pass to a wide receiver, and the amount of times they got blown up by Anthony Cook or Ryan Watts, but they were always thrown to the flat. So then these corners were they're just seasoned with that. Like you could just see them reacting immediately.
I mean, they had great coverage on it though.
Look at them all go.
I mean, Watts had good coverage, but Franklin just made a play, dude. Dude, look at these fans. This is my favorite part. Like, look at these fans when they show the replay. Like, right, you'll see it right now. Like, oh my goodness.
I'm not surprised.
Look at all those fans, dude. Look at UTSA.
Last year went for over 1,000 yards.
Did he make a triangle?
12 touchdowns.
Yeah, nah, it's his logo. He does like a Z.
It was played correctly, interestingly enough. But
See, look, everybody runs. Everybody's there. And then Watts just gets
Dude, Watts has good coverage. He had good coverage on it. Sakari just made a great play. Like, oh my God.
It was just
Right here, man. Right here is where. I'll give it to Texas, though. After this, the offense responded. We would have expected them to. Look at those fans in the back, dude. Look at those fans in the back. Like, those Texas fans. They're like, what is going on?
I was exactly the same. I was sitting in my seat just watching the game. I was just like, I see this happen. I'm just like, dude, what the hell is going on? I'm just like, dude, I'm so jaded at this point. I'm just like, bro, it's 17-7. I'm like, what the
Dude,
hell is happening?
I told you before the game though. Like Sakari is like that. Like he didn't have his best game, but Sakari is like that. And I wanted to see how he would do. I don't know if they're gonna put Jameson or what. I mean, they put both of them.
I told
And
you,
like, dude,
I told you that the Texas defense, they don't move their DBs.
at this point, 3 receptions, 52 yards, TD.
I think that was all
Like-
his stats of the game. I think he gets 20 more yards. But yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do much in the second half. He had opportunities, but I mean, there's some plays he should have made, but he didn't. Man.
Seeing this
Again,
first
going
half,
back to that, like,
seeing this first half as a Texas fan, it looked very, very, very.
dude, it looked familiar.
It looked
very familiar. Yeah,
looked
that's why.
very
Like,
familiar.
I'll give it to Texas, man. At this point, like, I'm thinking it's either gonna happen again, or we finally gonna see Texas say, you know what? Hey, we got punched in the mouth. Let's punch back. Like, let's not stay here. Like, let it get worse. Because at this point, it looked terrible.
This looked like a Tom Herman like start where your team is just not ready. I just have no words. It was just one of those starts. It just looked like every single Texas team going against it's an inferior opponent for the past 10 years. They just don't show up. And seeing this, I was just like, oh my God. Like, it's like, here we go again. But
Like I said, I'll give it to Texas. That following drive, I think they scored a touchdown. Like they responded quickly.
they just
So it's
went
like
with,
just what you would have expected.
they just rode Whittington and Rojo the entire way.
That's what you should have done. Rojo was breaking tackles left and right. So you see there, Texas runs like the same play that UTSA just ran. Luckily, he was out of bounds,
Carr
though.
just didn't have the juice. Then he didn't have the juice for his deep throws. He just doesn't have it yet. He's still playing on a sprained ankle, and this is just Bijan being Bijan. It's just easy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like I said, they responded.
wait, I think
and
the
that's
play
what you
before
wanted.
this. Wait, I think oh no, I know the play before this. I think it's the hurdle right here. I think this is the hurdle.
Dude, I told you since this dude got on campus, dude. Roshan is like my favorite player on the team. Like the dude just plays hard. He runs hard. Like even I told you, even when Keontae was on campus, I don't care. Roshan was the best running back. And he was a quarterback.
I don't think there's a more important player on this Texas offense that's not named Quinn Ewers. I just don't think there's I just think it's Roshan Johnson and Quinn Ewers. The importance of that they are to this team. Like Rojo is the alpha of that team. Like everybody looks to him for a spark. Everybody looks for him for they follow him by example. Like that, there isn't a single more important player on this team other than Quinn Ewers. And the team, after going down 17-7, they needed that kind of response from Rojo, and he delivered. Like this was very Kansas State like, where Rojo just said, "All right, I'm gonna take over. Let's just go." And
I mean, dude, he's like that. He's like that. I've been saying it for years. He's my favorite player for a reason. He's like that. Like I said, dude, Texas did a great job. Like it ends up being 17-7 at the half.
17-17 at half after
17-17, my bad. Yeah,
through.
17-17. Yeah.
Everything that went through, UTSA threw an onside kick. They threw a double pass.
Dude, and that's what makes me so upset. It should have been 21-17. It should have been 21-17.
Texas endured. I feel like that was UTSA's best shot. Just right there. They being tied 17-17 at half. After that, I was just like, all right, I can relax. I just know that the way these games go, the team with the better athletes, if they survive the early push, the team with the better athletes will 9 times out of 10 just they'll pull out.
Yeah, they pull it out.
And that's just how it went. And thank God, because oh my God, I don't know. I don't know how I'd react if Texas managed to get upset in this game. I'd be calling for everybody's heads. I'd be calling for Sark to get the freaking Game of Thrones treatment where they send him to death. It says, all right, take him to the tree or the stump, whatever the hell it is. Take him to the guillotine. Because my God, it was this close to being that bad. But the next play, this was the
trailer just had everybody humming, dude. Like everyone that expected UTSA to come in and get pushed around, I think like you were dumb. You thought that was gonna happen.
So this
but like,
is
dude,
how,
is this the wheel route?
This is how UTSA starts off the second half. So you got I don't know what.
No, I don't think that's the
it's
one.
41. I put 14. I'm an idiot. It's the next play. It's right here.
Like, dude, watch I think it's the linebacker. I think it's Overshawn Watts. I think it is. Like, they bump right into each other. Like, it was the perfect call. Man to man, you have Cardinals going right there. Boom! Oh my God! Granted, he was getting pressured. Like, he was getting pressured. You think if he had it 1 more second, but you just see that hand shoots up. Like,
Harris was under, dude. That's another thing.
I think on the left. I mean,
That's another thing that pissed me off about this. And I was just telling this motherfucker to relax. I was just like, dude, like the amount of time, like he got pressured like 80% of the time that he was back there. There was somebody back there with him, and he just
this one too. Like, oh my goodness, dude. Like, and they caught. I mean, he was underthrown, but he could. I mean, if it would have been in front of him, he could have probably scored. But I think he could have caught. I mean, it's easy to say that from here, but I think he could have caught it. He's so talented. Like, oh my goodness, he doesn't. You're saying it perfectly, Ocho. He doesn't.
Look, there's pressure there. Oh,
Dude, he was getting pressured the whole game. I mean, it was clear. That one was clear though.
Yeah, that was a rough in the passer. I
Like,
remember seeing that.
he threw it and then boom, he gets hit right in the dome. Like,
There was pressure on him all game, and I think he got sacked like twice. There was insane.
yeah, but again, you're talking about a guy that's been what is like his 6th year.
Yeah, I
like,
know, but like still, like, dude, that's aggravating to see. I was just like, dude, you're right there. You're just come on, man.
Dude, yeah,
Finish the
Texas missed a
play.
lot of tackles, man. They missed a lot of tackles this game. And again, I go back to the same thing I said earlier. I think UTSA wanted it more at times. I think there were certain plays where it was obvious, and then there's times where Bijan just did Heisman type stuff too.
Like right here.
Is that the first one?
That's literally the. No, wait, you sent something wrong. It's right here. It's right here. So 19, boom, he's right
Dude,
there.
oh. Yeah, at that point,
No, no,
yeah,
no,
I knew
no,
it was
no.
over. Like,
Listen to
no one was
this.
gonna catch him.
That pissed me off.
Oh, this dude.
That pissed me off.
I mean, that happens.
How do you mess? No. This is Longhorn Network. This is the
The
Longhorn Network.
is notorious for being really bad, man.
This is the Longhorn Network, and you are messing up your best player's name. How? How?
That happens.
No, that does not happen. That does not happen. This is
People make
why.
mistakes.
This is why this network is a joke. It's a joke. How do you? No,
Dude, who did he makes that play? But Bijan was doing that all game. Like, Bijan is like that.
I mean, look
But-
how many missed tackles he forced against ULM. Like, that's just him.
Yeah.
It's just hard to
Like,
bring
he
down.
hits it perfectly inside.
I feel. Look, I'll say this: any other running back that gets hit like that, they fall. But considering that, not fall, but they stumble a
Dude.
little bit. But
Dude, Bijan, like, he didn't stumble at all. Like, he just, like, slid right off him.
like that's
I mean, like,
Bijan's
Bijan's like that,
That's his
dude.
X factor ability. Like,
Yeah, so
Through
do you look
first
at this
touch.
game? Should be 21-24 at this point. Should be 21-24. And it could have easily been 28 if Clark, or at least 20 to 24 if you have Clark catches that pass, or if he could have been able to hit that wheel route. Like, who knows? We could have at least gotten a field goal. So it could have been 21-24. Or 24. Like, dude, it's just a lot of. I think the score should have been 28-24 right there. But again, you go back to like missed opportunities and come and bite you.
like right here.
Dude, it doesn't like get any better than this one. Like Frank being Frank.
Dude, oh my god. Look, Overshown
Talking
wide
about
open.
Overshown, like,
Overshown
guys
right
going
down
to
the
the
middle. Like,
NFL.
come on,
Yeah.
man.
Dude, he
And
makes
then-
a hell of a throw.
Watching this, I'm
I
just
love
like, dude,
I love this
come
play too, dude.
on,
Like
man.
the fans, dude, are just like, what?
Like, I'm just like, dude, Overshown gets a free shot and he just misses because of freaking.
I look at these fans, dude, until they see that he dropped it. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
If he could have caught that, I mean, again, it's easy to say from here, but if he catches that easily, dude, this game could have been, what is it, 35-24? He was pushed out. But, oh my goodness. Dude, that one hurts. That one hurts.
Those are the only 3 points scored in the third quarter, in the second half.
In the second half. So you look at that one, dude. It could have been easily. But again, you're talking about the perfect game, which, I mean, dude, it's really hard to do. Could easily been 35-24. 35 points. Or you give me whatever. Score a field goal last drive. What is that, 24? This could have been 31-24. But this happens.
I'm just watching this play. I'm just like, I was angry like, dude, he's out of bounds. Like, dude, that's an illegal touch. I didn't see the ball move until I saw the tweet. Just like, that's an incomplete pass. So I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Like, dude.
And then, I mean, yeah, that, got called an incomplete pass. And this might as well be the death blow. The death blow right here of the game.
Oh, yeah, it was, man. It was. After that, you just knew.
Just overshot it.
He missed. Yeah, he just missed. He just missed.
Shout out Jade Barron being in the right place at the right time. Oh, my God.
I mean, I can't even, like, say anything about Frank. Frank played amazing. He made one mistake, but unfortunately, that one mistake against a team like Texas cost you.
Frank had, like, the best game of his life. I do not care what you say, dude. This dude was lights out. It was insane.
WKU game last year. You need to watch that. But
it's just the amount of, I guarantee you, WKU did not have the amount of pressure Texas had in their game.
Nah,
and then this dude just escaped all of it and then threw dimes on the run.
But I've been telling you, I told you last week, bad man Frank, dude. I don't even care. He has an extra year. Come back, man. You have an extra year. Come back.
You got. Oh my
Let's
God.
go. Let's go one more ride.
I didn't even realize how bad this was. I didn't know he almost missed this. Jesus Christ.
We made it.
Yeah, shout out Bert though. That's my guy, Bert Auburn. And then.
Yeah, man. To me, like that's just plays right there. That's the game. After that, it was 31-20. Like, and then I think the next drive is when Frank comes out.
This right here. This is where he does.
He didn't die.
I mean, he died. Trailer was mad.
He didn't die.
Trailer yelled at Sark. Which I don't know how this is targeting, but I don't know how that's targeting. It's just, it's absurd the amount of things that get called against Texas.
Like, was that guy signaling for a safety?
Wait, who?
Or was he like Shark? I guess I don't know. That guy was signaling for a safety. Look at that guy.
I think he said Shark.
Or is it a Shark? Okay.
Even though overshown is not.
Man.
Even though it's not overshown.
Yeah,
but
it's fine. I was just like, dude, it's not a safety.
How is that targeting?
Had a little too many Bud Lights. What?
I'm just seeing this again. I'm just like, dude, where's the targeting, man? Like,
I mean, I guess in the rule, dude, when you put helmet to helmet, you know they're always gonna call it.
What more do you want him to do? That's the thing. Like, he went to tackle a QB. Like, what else do you want him to do? Like, he just ran to tackle him. Like, nobody on the field called that. Nobody on the field called that. They needed another bum on the freaking the replay center to phone it in and say, hey, this is targeting. Like, I don't know how. I don't see where. I don't see where the targeting is. It's just like they say, oh, you lead with the crown of the helmet. No, he didn't. He didn't. His head was up. Like, what? Do you want him to just like move to the side? Like, hip check him? Like, is that how you want him to tackle him, with a hip check? Like, my God. Like, what? I don't know what else they have to do. Like, it's not his fault that Frank was like bent knees. Like, dude, oh my God. It's just so aggravating. And because of that, Texas is going to be without Overshown for the first half of a big game against Texas Tech on the road.
Sold out, too.
Exactly. They're going to be without their best defensive player because of a stupid play like that, which is not even targeting.
You didn't see that? This is like the third or second sellout they have, and both are against Texas.
Yeah, they haven't had a sellout in like 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, they hate Texas. Texas.
Ever since Chris Beard left them, there's like a girlfriend scorned. They're just like, everything Texas is dead to them.
I mean, it was kind of before that. Even
no, it was before that.
Was
but like, you just
the little Jordan Humphrey play. Remember that game? It was back for that one too.
I know that it was before,
same end zone, same corner.
You added that little extra kerosene of Chris Beard leaving them for Texas. That's just That's just added fuel. Like, no. It's just not having Overshown for that first half is gonna. I mean, I know they appealed, but dude, come on. It's the Big 12. You know how they are. They're scorned with Texas over here, telling them thanks but no thanks. Oklahoma and I are going to the SEC. Like, do you really think they're gonna admit that they were wrong? No, they're not. Overshown is gonna be out for the first half, and they just got to live with it. It's oh my god, not having him for the first half is gonna be huge. I mean, Tucker Dorsey, he's a fine player. He makes plays. He's fast. He has good instincts, but he's not Overshown. It's just.
I mean, dude, the way I see it is, dude, UTSA just played against Texas without like 10 linemen. I mean, that's what it looked like. Next man up, man. I mean, that's the way it goes. I get it that it's like an unquestionable call, but that's the way it goes. See, look, man, I think there were some plays where UTSA he made some plays on Bijan, but he just has that ability. And then that Hudson run when it was like 3rd and 22,
Oh, dude,
like that. I
was-
think for me that sealed it. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was. I think it was the play right before that one. It was like 3rd and 22.
I didn't like this. It's not from McAllen,
Oh,
Texas.
is he from Mission?
He went to Shareland Pioneer.
I mean, maybe he went to Shareland Pioneer, but he's from McAllen.
No, they should put Shareland Pioneer. That's what they should put right there.
I mean, I don't know what it says on the depth chart, but yeah.
I went too far. What the hell? Okay, 1st and
I
20.
think they got a holding. I think it was a holding on a Bijan run. I think or a Rojo run. I think it was on Sanders. I don't remember, but they
Bum
get a
ankle.
holding. Yeah.
Bum ankle, no. Okay, well, no, this is what he
See,
falls.
like,
So it's 2nd and 22.
yeah.
So bum ankle and all. Hudson Card.
I think it's on the 3rd down. We're doing a 2nd or 3rd down. Oh, yep. So here we go. Like, dude,
He gone. Oh my
dude,
god.
Hudson is like that, man.
That should have been targeting.
And then another. They do get another 15 on it.
That should have been targeting. Stupid refs.
Nah, he doesn't hit him in the head.
Nah, that's targeting. He led with the crown of his
Didn't hit
helmet.
him. Nah, he didn't.
He led with the crown of his helmet. Wisdom, you led with the crown of your helmet. You should have been ejected too.
No, he shouldn't.
Both zeros should have
Hold
been ejected if they're going to eject them.
Hold up. Hey, don't talk about. You're not gonna talk about wisdom like that. I got a. Whoa. Got a whole autographed jersey, man. You're not gonna talk about my boy Rashad Wisdom like that. He's going to the league.
That's fine. He
You're not
led
gonna
with
talk
the,
about Rashad
he
Wisdom
led with the
like
crown
that.
of his helmet. If Overshown is
Nope.
going to get ejected for a weak call like that, show that
This is
same
my guy
energy.
right here.
Show that same energy to Wisdom.
My guy.
And then this right here, this is just
It's just
him.
Bijan, dude.
As him. As him.
That was a great block too by Whittington and Sanders.
As him. He's just him.
Yeah, right there it was over. Like if it wasn't over before that, right there it was over.
So then, I will say this. The game, ended 41-20. This was a very Tom Herman-like start, I like to say, with Texas. A very Tom Herman-like start to the game. But it was a Mac Brown finish. Like I saw
Dude,
that on Twitter and I loved it. It was a Tom Herman start and a Mac Brown finish. Like when Mac Brown was like at his pinnacle, the amount of times that they had close games at halftime, and then he said, "All right, guys, like it's time. Like let's go. Like it's time to finish this," and they just blow out the team in the second half. I was just it looked. I was very pleased to see that they covered and they doubled their score. Like that's everything you
like, hey, man, I got nothing as bad to say about him. He got those boys believing, and it did look bad in the first half. And it could, like I said, dude, you're talking about 5 plays. It could have been so much different. 5 plays could have been different, but hey, there's 5 plays could have been for Texas too, so it's like no excuse. But you miss those 5 opportunities to score some touchdowns, make some stops. You're gonna lose 41-20. Like, what can I say? But I mean, I got nothing bad to say about Sark. He's got those boys believing. They look good playing with backup quarterback. I mean, a hurt backup quarterback. But I mean, it helps when you have a guy like Bijan and you have Roshan. And dude, I mean, Hudson just needs to get the ball out to the weapons. Yeah, he has weapons all around him. And I was surprised Worthy did not the game I expected him to have. But I mean, they did a great job on him.
Hudson had 150 yards passing. Like,
Our
he's
defense
very
is like,
limited. He's very limited. He's super
defense-
limited.
I mean, Worthy had some chances. He had a couple chances where
That's
there were
the
some
thing
good
that
balls.
no. That's the
But
thing.
there
No,
was
no.
some where he did overthrow him.
No. Okay, yeah, I know, but no, I gotta talk about that because it's gotten to a point where it's. Let's see if I can find it because it's gotten to a point where it's bad. Like, dude, all right, he misses him here. All right, that's fine. Like he misses him there, but like.
It's tough though, dude. He couldn't step into that.
No. I'm
either.
not saying that. I'm not mad that he didn't catch it. It's just the body language.
No, I'm talking about Card.
Oh.
Like he like you. If you go back to it, like they got a good push down the middle, and he doesn't step into it.
Well, he can't.
But either way, like, watch this. You see, he doesn't step into it. Like that's a tough throw, dude. That's a really tough throw, and it was. I mean, you gave him a chance, but I mean that's a really hard catch to make.
I'm
but
not
he
mad.
gave him a chance.
I'm not mad at the pass. I'm not mad at the miscatch. I'm mad at Worthy's body language. Like, dude, I get it. Like, it's not Quinn, man.
Like, oh, like that was close, man.
Like, I get it. It's not Quinn, dude. But like, come on, man. You can't just have that negative body language. It's just like I get it. Card is very limited. He can't get you the ball. He can't feed you like that. But when Quinn comes back, I know you're gonna be jumping for joy. But for right now, just like bear with Card. He's trying. Dude is playing on one ankle.
They're gonna need to get it together though for this game, this upcoming game. Cause
Dude,
I'm all for.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about Texas Tech that much. The only thing I just see them as a better UTSA, like right now. I just see them as a better version of UTSA, and I mean.
To me, it's not even that, dude. It's the atmosphere. Because I think if UC Texas goes down 17-7 at Texas Tech, I think now it's not a night game, but it's a day game. It's gonna be rocking. Like those fans are gonna be up early, tailgating. It's gonna be a tough atmosphere, and it's like I said, dude. If this game would have been at the Alamo Dome, down 17-7, I think we could have. I don't know if it would have been different. I don't know. Texas is amazing. They have great players, but it's just when you have a team on the road on the ropes, like teams just feed into that. The home team, and like I said, for this, it was a perfect game for Texas to like show how good they are. Like you're up against the ropes against a team that, according to a lot of people, shouldn't have been in the game. Whatever. If you really watch football and pay attention, you know that was not the case. But it was a perfect like way for them to respond. You're at home, okay. Whether you're on your storm, you have an opportunity. On the road, dude, that's completely different. Like that's where the great elite teams do it. That's where you see like the Bamas, the Georgias, where it doesn't matter what they're gonna do what they do.
Yeah, there's just their QB is very young. Their QB is very like what I say about Card. That he gets happy feet. He gets happy feet, and then he tries to do something crazy that he shouldn't. Or he.
We'll see, man. Like this game, like I didn't highlight it that much, but there was like some great plays where Frank he dialed up some he read the blitzes perfectly, but like Texas was dialing up some good blitzes. There were just some plays where Frank just did what Frank
That's
does.
another thing. Like the fans are just saying, oh, here we go, PK again with his trash game plan. It's not working.
Nah,
like,
man,
no,
it was a great game plan.
You called
it
a
was
great game plan. It's just that they weren't executing. Like, what more do you want? Like, you called the right play. It's just they didn't execute, and that's just how it went.
Yeah, there was some plays where, like I said, I just thought like the UTSA players wanted more. Like there's a couple where I think once Sakari picks up a first down, he makes 3 people miss, and there's another one where he literally catches the ball 4 yards and he drags it the corner and goes over like on top of him and picks up a first down. And then Brady did the same thing. He breaking tackles. Like there was just some plays where like I was looking at him, I'm just like, dude, like you can tell like Traylor has these boys. I mean, besides the fact, like I told you, I think it's like 17 of them. Like the starters are seniors.
Yeah.
Like you have a lot of guys that like been there, done that. Obviously, they've never played in an atmosphere like this, but been there, done that. Like great players. Like they're not gonna fold. And then you put Trailer like on top of that, like coaching them, like people that expected a UTSA team to come in and just be like we're just gonna bend over and let you guys do what you want. That was not ever going to happen. Not ever.
Yeah.
Like you were ignorant, you believe it was gonna happen. The better team won, and I mean, you put those 5 plays, but like I said earlier, like you put those 5 plays, different game, but you could also say the same thing. Like Overshawn makes that sack. If guys don't miss those tackles, like it's saying, oh, 5 plays cost the game. Yeah, it's true, but it's not an excuse. The better team won. It is what it is. But I just think people are dumb if they look at the score and say, oh yeah, like UTSA sucked, which was happening after the game. Like, dude, you have no idea. Like this team could easily go on to and finish with 2 losses.
That's just
and with another conference championship.
I mean, that's just the narrative with Texas, though. Like, think about it like this. So Texas, they're going to in the game against Bama. Oh, they're gonna get trashed by Bama. Oh, Bama's gonna destroy them. All right, Bama wins by 1. Texas loses by 1. Oh, Bama's not that good, huh? Okay, Bama's trash. All right, they're not this great team that we may have thought. Okay. And then the next week, oh, Texas is not going to show up against Meep Meep. Oh, Meep Meep going to beat them. And then Texas wins by 21, like they should. They take care of business. And then after the game, it's like, oh, well, UTSA is just an FCS team. Just like, no, they're not. Like, it's just like...
It's just that Texas hate, man. Like, this team looks different. Just the way he has them going. Like, this same team last year. Like, they would have folded. They would have folded. Like, it could have... I mean, you just look at the Kansas game. You look at the OU game. Like, once things started going bad, they folded. And there was a couple more, like, when things hit the fan, they folded. And this team didn't. And that's where I was like, dude, when it was 17-7, I'm like, it could easily get ugly. And if it gets ugly, then watch out. Then that's different. Because if UTSA would have won the game, cool. 1 point, 3 points, whatever. But if you're talking about 28-7 halftime, which it could have been if the offenses show up like they did on those 2 drives. But imagine if it would have been 17-7 at the half.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the atmosphere at DKR would have been so toxic, like so toxic. It would have been bad. Now you have your home crowd booing you, like maybe not 100,000, but 50,000 booing you as you're running into the tunnel.
Yeah.
Completely different game. But the players didn't fold. And I think it's just, dude, like I said, I wasn't a big Sark fan, but after this week, like, I got nothing bad to say. Hey, you got it done. You could have easily, some questionable calls last week, could have easily been 3-0, and could have easily been ranked, I would say, in the top 15. I think top 10 is a stretch, but I think 15 or 16 would have been a good place.
I think
to beat the number 1 team.
I think considering that it's
If
Texas,
they won that game.
I think considering that it's Texas.
Oh, yeah, they would have shot him up.
They would have shot him
Yeah,
up.
they
They
would
would
have shot him up.
Or 10.
Yeah, which I think is a stretch. I think if they had won that game last week,
Joel Klatt right now.
I would have said 15.
Joel Klatt right now has them as the number 10 team in the nation.
Yeah, man, but Joe Klatt last year he had him like top 1, 2, like the whole. Joe Klatt is like a super Texas fan. Why wouldn't he? I mean, didn't he play Colorado when UT beat him like 70-0 or something like that? Like, Joe Klatt loves him some Texas, as he should. But like, if I were to make the decision, like Texas would have won that game. As excited as high everything about it.
I would have put him.
I would still put them at 15. I would have put them at 15. I put him at 15, and I would have knocked A&M out of the top 25.
I would have put him at 13 simply because Florida, when they beat Utah, they went up to 12.
Yeah, but you know how they always feed into the SEC hype. But I will give Florida.
But,
their
okay,
props.
they feed into the SEC hype, but this is also Texas. Like, they would shoot them up like like madmen.
Yeah,
for
I would have said
the number 1 team in the
15.
nation.
I would have said 15, and then you win this game. I would have said 14, maybe 13. They actually shot them down there like a 2-0.
It wasn't because of them, more or less, like struggling with them. It was more because other teams just passed them. Like, I think Penn State passed them. Penn State
it's week
passed them.
4, like,
and then
who cares? Like, it's week 4. Like, I don't care if you're number 1 right now. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like Penn
and
State
honestly,
and Washington passed them, I think.
Honestly, I don't want to see Texas be ranked in the top because we've seen how they react. Granted, different team, different coach, but I will never forget, what was it, number 6 going into Stillwater night game, and then it just completely just folded.
No, it wasn't that. It was.
What wasn't it?
It was Stillwater. No, you're right.
Yeah, it was Stillwater, but wasn't it number 6?
Yeah. No, they were.
Yeah, and they just.
Yeah, there were 6.
Yeah, and they folded. Like, whatever. Like I said, different team, different coach.
And then the week later,
But
they also lost.
so I don't want to see Texas be right. I want them to fly under the radar. I want people to keep saying what they're saying. Yeah, they're not that good. Oh, because of this, because that. Whatever. Make all excuses. You keep piling up wins. I could care less what you have to say. It's the same thing with UTSA. When everyone's like, "Oh, it's because you're playing in this conference." Dude, I don't care. We went 12-2 and won a conference championship. I don't care if we're playing a Pee Wee team out there. We're playing Alabama. We won our conference. We got our job done, and who we play against, we got it done. And if we win another one this year, dude, back to back on a 12-year program, Traylor's been there. I think this is his third season. And if he wins 2 conference championships in 3 years, legend. Build him a statue outside the stadium. Name the field house after him. Rename the Alamo Dome. I don't care, man. He wins another conference championship. And the same thing for Texas, man. I don't care what anybody says. You keep winning, screw him. Screw him, dude. But, I mean, it's week 4. So this is a tough week for them. Hudson Card, I hope he's, healthier.
Quinn Ewers is practicing.
Yeah, dude, I saw that, and that's crazy. I don't want him to rush him.
I'd
Like,
rather
they better
they save him for
be-
Oklahoma.
They better be smart, dude, because all it takes is one hit. Like, dude, all it takes is one hit, and then you lose a guy out for the whole season.
Yeah.
And you could ruin that guy's life, career. Like, you never know. So don't rush him. Whatever. Texas, I think game plan needs to be exactly the same. Take your shots where you can, and hopefully Hudson can make those throws, and where you can be underneath. But feed Roshan, feed Bijan, Kit Whitting into space. Like, the game plan's there, and defensively, okay, you beat UTSA, boom. It was supposed to be a trap game. It wasn't good. Now this one really can't be a trap game. You're on the road. You're against a team that, dude, I
First
don't
game
care
on the
how
road.
it is. I don't even. Oh, that's also true. I don't care what anybody says. Dude, that's Texas Tech Super Bowl. It is.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say. It's their Super Bowl, dude. There's a reason that it's sold out crowd, and that's the reason. Every time they're not gonna sell out enough the whole rest of the season, but this one, they're probably gonna be camping out. It's gonna be a bunch of tortillas thrown on the stadium. There's gonna be a bunch of drunk students in the students. It's gonna be crazy, the way it should be. It's college football, but you feed Roshan, you feed Bijan defensively. You just gotta tighten up when those tackles can't make those mistakes, and I think Texas should be fine.
Dude, talking about
6.5 it's gonna be close.
Talking about that, something that's crazy to me. Dude, Kansas is 3-0.
Dude, I don't know why everyone's surprised.
Dude,
you look. No, I mean going into this third game.
They
The
beat
first
the
two,
crap
yeah.
out of Houston, dude.
Yeah, but everyone was surprised the first 2 games. Obviously, me too. But dude, I bet heavy on Kansas this game. I was like, dude,
The line was
I
3
don't
wins.
care. Yeah, I know it was. It was 2.5.
2.5 wins. They're 3-0. Bro.
I mean, dude.
that offense looks nice.
I haven't seen their games. I've just seen that they keep winning, and I'm like, dude.
I don't
Kentucky's done it too. I mean, Kentucky went from being a basketball school, and Kentucky has a
But,
good team now.
Kentucky's been good for the past couple years though. Kansas has
Yeah,
been
but-
bad forever.
I would have to look at the team. They probably have a lot of seniors.
I want to see who they're.
But,
They have a bunch of transfers.
Oh, well, that's why. But also, dude, Kansas is even last year. They were losing, but they were competing. They weren't getting blown out.
Yeah, that's
I hate that.
Joe Clapp mentioned this. He said that
Yeah, they were
He said-
competing, dude.
yeah,
They were
this-
losing, but they were competing.
this is a way to rebuild the team. All right, at first you're gonna have those big losses, but if you're
Yeah, you're gonna get blown out.
if you get those big losses, make sure the next season those big losses turn into little losses. And then those little losses turn into
Yeah.
small wins. And then after that,
Yeah,
that's
man.
exactly what Kansas is doing. They're
That's the way it goes, man. If it wasn't gonna be a 1-year swing. It's not like you're talking about a blue blood program. You're talking about Kansas, and it's okay. I mean, but you see them now. Even last year, they were competing against everyone in the Big 12. It's dude. So everyone else was oh, it's because you lost. I get it. It's embarrassing. Texas has no business losing against Kansas, but dude, they've gotten so much better, and they were even close to being Oklahoma.
That's also sad. So Kansas has this big win, and instead of people I know people like to rag on Texas, but instead of people celebrating Kansas, damn, they might be here. Like this might be like them turning it around. No, they just said, all right, nah, we're just gonna clown Texas and we're gonna talk about Texas. Oh, Texas loses to Kansas. Texas loses to Kansas. Not one peep
Yeah,
about
bro.
Kansas getting gas.
That's always gonna happen, though. I mean, it's not like Texas lost against Appalachian State. I mean, there's only one team that did that. But I mean, other than that, like, dude, Kansas, like, they've gotten better.
Did you saw?
But I mean,
Did you see game day?
this past Saturday, nah. I actually did. I did. Yeah.
Did you see
I saw a
some-
couple of. I saw Luke Combs.
Did you see the tweets?
Saw me some long neck. God, what tweets?
Dude, they're...
I saw Pat McAfee's tweets, obviously,
Oh my god.
for the brand.
All right, hold up. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull it up because these tweets are criminal, dude.
Oh yeah. Game day was totally like taking a dump on A&M. Yeah, I saw it.
Dude, no. There's only one though. There's only one that I want to.
Reese
showcase.
Davis went savage. I didn't think he had it in him.
There's one I want to showcase. I was just like, my god. See, look, this is fun.
Oh, dude, the signs were just
Yeah, they were ruthless. But no, it was.
yeah.
It was this one. All right, let me bring that here. And then... So look at this.
Saw that check, $1.5 million. So you know what you guys did? You went to Texas A&M.
What?
And you took their money.
What?
You went to Texas A&M.
What?
And you took their win.
What?
And you went to Texas A&M. And you took college game day away from them.
Bro.
Saw that check, $1.5 million.
Like, come
you know what
on, man. Like,
I mean, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
like, oh my god, dude, that's just comedy. This freaking, just all the freaking memes, all the signs.
Yeah, even Luke Combs, he's like, thank you for 0.5 mil.
Thanks for the 1.5 mil donate to my alma mater.
Yeah. I think he actually picked him. He's like, I gotta go with you guys. I paid my school 1.5.
Dude, I don't care that, like, I know this is gonna sound very like hater or whatever. Like, dude, I don't care. Like, A&M won that game. They look so bad. Like, I don't know if you like saw the game or anything, but like,
No, I just saw like all the tweets and all the stuff. How I saw that also one of that dude that who it was that he pulls out like a gallon. And he's like, imagine this is A&M's offense, and it says expires 2014. He's like, and Jimbo's just making you chug it every single weekend.
yeah, it was
And
Josh
it's expired.
Josh Pate.
Yeah, and I was like, dang, like I haven't seen him play.
Dude.
I was surprised, like, dude, it's Appalachian State, but I mean, as stuff can happen.
No, but it's
like,
not
you
even.
give a
I'm not even
team-
talking about the Appalachian State game, dude. It's like their game against Miami. Like,
Oh, I didn't see that.
no, I know
They won, though, right?
They won, but like, dude, like, look at this. I'll show you the stats. Like, dude, their offense is horrendous. They got
They started a new quarterback. I
They,
saw
yeah,
that.
and he looked like trash. Look at this. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, it helped. I was at home.
It did, but like, dude, they got outgained by like 150 yards. Like, this was a game that that Miami should have won, but they're just horrendous as well. It's like, I don't know, dude. They need an offensive coordinator. Jimbo Fisher, like you did good. Like, you're here. You're a national championship winning coach. You're considered one of the best coaches in the world, but like, dude, it's time. Like,
I mean, it's the same thing, dude. You look at Texas, like, you don't see Sark calling it defense. Like, stick to your guns. Do what you know.
no, but like
Bring somebody else.
Jimbo's been an offensive coordinator his whole life. Like, he called.
I thought it was a defensive guy.
No, he's an offensive guy. He's always been the OC.
Oh, that doesn't seem.
He
like
was
it.
the OC when they were
For
winning national
Winston?
championships with Winston. But like, dude, like, it's like, dude, you got to get yourself an OC. Like, it's time. Like,
Didn't Evan Stewart get suspended after the game or something like that?
Evan Stewart, Denver Harris, Chris Marshall, and another guy. They got suspended because they broke curfew.
Yeah, I saw stuff like that, and I saw some dude like he recorded himself doing.
Yeah,
dumb
Denver
shit.
Harris. You saw him doing it in the freaking parking garage. It's a mess in Aggie right now. It's a very big mess.
Yeah, man, we don't care much about it.
It's just, dude, I just don't get it. Like, there's no way your offense could be that bad. It's just not possible to me. Like, it's.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. Who do they play next week?
They play Arkansas.
Ooh.
They play Arkansas and Jerry World.
Arky's not the same team, but I mean, watch out. I guess. I mean, Arky did it last year.
They got Arky in Dallas, and they got Mississippi State, and then they got a date with Bama at Bama.
See, that's what sucked, dude. We get the Arkansas running back, and then he doesn't even play. Like he's hurt. Like, yeah, I wish he would have played. He was in the boot. I wish he would have played.
Yo, somebody want to talk
Brendan
about?
Brady didn't do bad.
Something want to talk about, dude.
What?
Dude, Arch is
What,
him.
the Arch Manning game?
Arch is
yes,
him.
I saw.
Arch is him.
I saw the highlights.
Like, people can talk crap all they want. Like, at this point, they just can't. Like, Arch is him. Like,
Nah, bro. I want Chad Powers on the team.
you got Chad Powers?
Yeah, I want me some walk on Chad Powers on the team.
Dude, it's insane to me how a 2-way team that Arch is playing on just went and played a 5-8 team and just beat them.
I mean, you have the number one quarterback.
That's the biggest difference. Like, that's what one.
It's not even that, dude. To me, it's just, dude, you have a Manning. Like, you can have an Ewers, a Card, an Ellinger. All those guys are amazing. But this guy's supposed to be 3 years, Texas, national championship, maybe even Heisman, and then NFL, talking about like 10, 12 years. It's a lot of pressure. I get it. Like, you're talking about, what is he, 17?
Yeah.
But it's like it's the name, dude. Like everyone's very well expecting this dude to come into Texas, and whatever, he redshirts 1 year, and then it's Manning's team, and it's Manning, and he's supposed to win a national championship, go to the NFL, play for whoever's down that year, hopefully the Seattle Seahawks, and be there for 15 years. Like, that's what's expected. Now, is it gonna happen? I mean, who knows? I mean, dude, it's a lot of pressure. All it takes is one injury. Like, God forbid that doesn't happen. Like, he can have a great, career. But, like, I mean, it's just the pressure, and I hope he can. I mean, he's handling it well in high school, but I think college. I mean, we're really gonna see it.
You
like,
might
you're
think
talking
this is
about
a hot
Texas.
take. I don't think
Like, it's gonna be tough.
You might think it's a hot take. I don't think it's a hot take, but I think Quinn is so much better than Arch, and it's not even close.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean,
Like,
you're talking about. I mean,
If Quinn was let's say Quinn was still in high school right now, he would be the consensus number one over Arch. That's just how special Quinn is. Like, Arch Manning is special. Like, the way that he's been playing his senior year, like, it's undeniable. Like, he deserves to be ranked the way he's ranked. And ESPN is criminal that they have him at number 2, but still.
I just think it's different, dude. Like, you look at Quinn's senior year, he was doing this. Like, you were talking about this dude. He was a sophomore.
He didn't play senior.
Or then his junior year, like, he was going off too, and he was at a way better school than what Arch Manning's at.
Well, his sophomore year was better than his junior year because his junior year he was playing with a hernia.
Okay, so there you go. But, like, Ewers was like ranked.
He's been.
I don't know.
He's been ranked number 1 since
Like,
he was
I
a
don't know.
sophomore.
Like, I think the way Texas is playing right now, though, like, I think it fits Arch Manning more. Like, I think they're both kind of the same quarterback, which, I mean, I don't hate it. I just like mobile quarterbacks. Like, give me a Frank Harris.
Arch is mobile. He might run like a giraffe, but he's mobile.
This guy.
Hey, man, you said he runs like a baby giraffe.
Yeah, you can run however you want if you can throw the ball like a Manning. Like, look at Peyton, look at Eli. I don't care. Super Bowls. I don't care how you run. That's what I'm saying. Like, my type of offense. But, dude, you're in games and you make bombs and you throw darts. Doesn't matter how you run. It does not matter at all.
Nah, you saying that the Sark offense is more catered to Arch? Nah, dude. It's catered to.
I think it is.
Nah, the way that Quinn could paint the freaking field and paint corners in the field. Nah, there's.
You think Arch can't do that?
No.
Come on, man.
Arch doesn't.
Come on, man.
Arch doesn't have Quinn's arm talent. He just doesn't.
Dude,
Arch
he's 17. Wait till he gets on the 40, bro.
Quinn was making those throws at 16, 17 years old.
Wait till Arch gets on the 40, bro. Wait till he gets on like a real strength and conditioning program, dude.
The zip that Quinn has on his throws, Arch doesn't have that, and he never will because that's not his style.
Just
you
wait,
need that.
dude.
No.
Wait for him to get to the 40. What does he weigh right now? Like 205?
He's big.
I know he's like, isn't he like 6'4"? He's like 6'3",
I'll tell you
6'4"?
right now.
I mean, I don't even know how tall Peyton and Eli are, but big.
6'4", 215.
Yeah, bro. If he's not at least 230 by the time he's a sophomore, I would be surprised. He's gonna be a massive quarterback. Well, I already say massive, but he's gonna be big.
All I'm saying is that Quinn is generational. Quinn is
Bro,
generational.
I'm all in on the Manning train, man. Give me the sheriff. Give me Chad Powers at DKR.
The follow-up of
Ben.
Arch to like it's Quinn and then Arch. Like that follow-up is one. It's amazing. Like I'm happy for that. But Quinn is the better QB. Even when
We'll see what it goes, man. I mean,
like Quinn
we'll see how
is
it goes.
generational.
It looked the same a couple years ago, and then we saw how that turned out. I'm not even trying to get ahead of myself. I'm really being real. When it was Sam, and then it was who came in? Rising was there, Casey was there, young Casey, and then you had what's the name of the other quarterback from Duncanville?
Oh, Quinton Jackson.
He was coming into, and then Miller was supposed to come in. Like that QB room was supposed to be insane. And look at it turned until this year.
Well, Tom Herman shit the
bed. Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, like that's why I don't want to.
Because
like, dude, you know,
and then recruited Quinn Ewers. Like, while he was.
You know, if Texas does bad, maybe not. I don't think anymore. I don't think they will. But if they would have done bad this year, like it would have gotten real loud about Arch not going there.
Arch was
Quinn didn't go there.
Arch wasn't decommitting.
You said the same thing about Quinn.
That's different. Arch already said he's not decommitting. That he makes No, Mannings make a decision and they stick to it. That's exactly what he said.
Hey, I love the guy. I've always told you the same thing. I don't care who it is. I don't believe him until they sign the paper.
No, he's not. He wasn't.
I don't get hyped until they sign.
Cook might have decommitted. Baxter probably would have decommitted.
We'll see what happens. Like I said, for me, it's like until I see him on the 40. Even then, sometimes like the transfer portal is just insane. But
Evan Stewart's gonna
I'm all in on the Manny train. I mean, you see another guy like, like it's just crazy. The portal's just crazy. But I'm all in on the Manning train though. I think this guy's gonna be. I think he's gonna be better. Better than Quinn.
He's not gonna be better than Quinn because Quinn's.
I think he wins a national. I think Manning wins that and a high.
This right now is the year before the year. Next year, Quinn is winning a natty.
It's gonna be hard without Bijan and Roshan.
Yeah, we don't.
What do you?
Jonathan Brooks was nice as hell.
I love him, and I know Baxter, but like, dude, Bijan is special. I mean, Bijan was not the same his freshman year as he is now.
The running back room of Jonathan Brooks, Jalen Blue, Cedric Baxter, and Keelan Robinson is insane. Like, it's
a great room, man, but you can't tell me any of those guys.
They're not Bijan. Maybe Baxter is because Baxter looks like that.
Hey, we will see, man. I'm just saying, but freshman year Bijan was not as good as he's.
I mean, freshman year Bijan was still him.
Yeah, he was insane, but dude, the progress, he got a little bit heavier and he kept the same speed from then and now. Like you see Bijan now and it's like, dude, he looks like it's effortless, like when he's running. Like you see guys full on sprinting, like full on their arms going crazy, and Bijan, like it doesn't even look like he's going that fast, but like dude, he is. But like from the screen, it doesn't. You see the same thing with Saquon. Like sometimes you just watch around, like dude, he doesn't look like he's going fast until you see the guys behind him just literally trying their hardest and they can't catch him.
Yeah, there's just. Oh no,
he's special. He's special. Like
it's just, I don't know. Like you get a junior year worthy. You get Nayer back. You get
the whole O-line.
You get the whole O-line aside from Christian Jones, but Cam Williams is already better. He's just younger. The
defense is losing some guys though, man.
You get rid of Majors and you put in what's his face, Hudson to be the center, and now you have an offensive line of freaking Banks, Connor, Hudson, Campbell and Williams, like I don't know if Texas ever had an offensive line like that, and I can't even tell you. Like I don't know ever. Like that offensive
Defense,
line.
like I said, man, they're gonna lose some guys though, man.
You get another year of Jatavian Sanders. You get, like I said, Worthy.
Defense,
You get Nair. You get Nair back. You get Ajay Hall. You get another year of Ajay Hall. You get Jonte Cook. You get another year of Brendan Thompson. Like, that offense is, like, granted, you lose Bijan. Like, that's a big loss. But you still have Jonathan Brooks and Roshan. But you still have Jonathan Brooks. You still have Jaden Blue. And you get Cedric Baxter in. That offense is going to be absurd. Now, the defense, okay, I'll give you.
A lot of guys, man.
The DBs, I'm not worried about that. You lose
Overshawn.
That's the one that I'm worried about. You lose Overshawn.
Jameson. Don't you lose Watts too?
Jameson doesn't. No, you don't lose Watts. Watts is a redshirt freshman.
Okay, I thought he was a junior already.
No, he's a redshirt.
Jameson's gone. Isn't Cook gone too?
Cook's gone.
I
But
don't know
you replace Cook with Derek Williams, the 5-star safety they're bringing in.
Dude, I love all those 5-star, but dude, you see great plays, but you also see sometimes where you're like, dude, you just messed up an assignment. Like, it's normal. Like, you're a freshman.
Derek Williams fits more in the position that Anthony Cook is playing right now. Derek Williams fits that to a T. Like, Anthony Cook is playing the run support safety. Like, think about that. That's the run support safety that Anthony Cook. Derek Williams, he will kill you. If you run up to him, he will kill you.
We'll see, man. Like, man. We're getting ahead of ourselves. This is all next year, but
and then corners, you got Malik Muhammad coming in. You got another year of Jameer Johnson getting seasoned. Austin Jordan is looking nice at corner. Maybe you already get what's his face ready to go. Terrence Brooks, the 5-star corner they brought in this year. Like, I'm not worried about losing Jameson. I'm sorry, they have corners for days. And then you got Jade Barron. You got a junior Jade Barron as your nickel. The thing that worries me is that middle linebacker position. Not middle linebacker, because they got, who is it? Jalen Ford, easy. Junior year Jalen Ford. But the offside, the off ball, because you lose Tucker Dorsey. I'm pretty sure he's a senior. You lose Overshown, and the only guy you have to replace him are David Benda. Which, I mean, Benda's not a bad player, but he's not at the level of Overshown. Which helps that they brought in these freshmen, Darian Gillette, or what's his face? Darian Gillette, Smash Burrell. Like, those will fit nicely there, but, I mean, they're still recruiting Anthony Hill, who's still committed to the A&M right now. And he would fit perfectly to what they have Overshown doing. And the defensive line, they're all young, dude. You got Alfred Collins. He's going to come back another year. Ojimo will be gone, but you have Baron Sorrell, he'd be a junior.
Hey, don't forget about my boy, man. Don't forget about my boy.
Ovia Gofu will be gone. Dude, Vernon Broughton next year is going to be insane.
Don't forget about my boy, man.
Dude, Broughton looked good against UTSA.
Bro, did I not tell you this when I saw that one clip of him in high school, man? All I took was one clip of him in the camp, and guy.
Yeah, like Vernon Broughton next year is gonna be insane. Like, dude, you have him, Collins, Sorrell, and then I mean, they need to recruit another edge guy because I don't think they have any right now. Oh, Justice Finkley.
I mean,
another year of Justice Finkley. My God, no.
Should be ready.
I'm fine with that defense. That defense is gonna be nice. The offense is gonna be lights out though. Oh my God.
You need to be, but anyways. Guess we can talk a little bit about this week. Just quick prediction. Texas covers.
6.5, easy. Yeah, I got it. I got them covering.
Covering 6.5, and I got UTSA. I don't care if it's minus 50. Actually, no. You have a lot of injuries on the O line. I don't care.
Texas
Frank's gonna get it. Yeah, Frank Harris is gonna get it done. I'm all in. They need to buy me the. I'm all in on Frank Harris. Orange out game. Hopefully they bust out the orange jerseys. Hopefully. All right. I know they got the orange pants. But...
Because we're gonna do our picks on Saturday. I want to say
we'll do the pick Saturday.
But right now, since Saturday we got.
You we can either do
Thursday
Saturday
night.
or Sunday, but yeah, Thursday night football.
I mean, what do you mean Sunday?
How many-
What time we're gonna do pick 'em on Sunday? We gonna wake up at 10? Like,
Sure, just a quick pick 'em.
like you got me messed up. Hell no. So Thursday
Yeah.
night, we got Thursday night. We got the Steelers and the Browns.
What's the line at?
The line is at -4.5 for Cleveland. It's a home game for them.
It's at the Browns. Percent Chubb looked amazing last week. Yeah, I'll take the Browns. No TJ Watt. Okay.
Yeah, Steelers.
Browns get it done.
The Steelers look kind of bad against the what's it called, the Pats.
Yeah, it started getting loud.
Granted, the
Started getting
Browns.
loud.
The Browns look like my ass against the Jets.
Dude, they did not though, dude. Like, I was watching the end because I had Cleveland, and it's like, dude, I hate all the people that were telling Chubb, oh, you should have gone down. Like, dude, no, the defense shouldn't have stopped playing. Like, they let that guy go wide open, and then you mess up on an onside, and then you let him score again.
No, yeah,
Like, no, dude, Chubb, it was not his fault,
hate
but
that Chubb
I
got
get
is
where you're
stupid.
coming from.
The shade on him is
it's
stupid.
dumb.
Like, dude, there's a minute
It
and
is-
a half left.
It was a smart play to go down, which he did do last year. But even then, last year he got a bunch of hate. Oh, my fantasy team, like, shut up. Like, it's the defense's fault, and it's the guy on special teams that he just messed up on an onside kick. But it was not. Chubb went for like 140 and like touchdown.
Yeah,
I can't blame that guy for.
he had 35 fantasy points.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna blame that guy for. Get out of
Nah,
here. And Garrett Wilson, dude. Fuck. He
Garrett Wilson
showed
is
up big
nice.
for me. Yeah, I've been saying this.
Could have been a Longhorn
So, yeah,
if
I
it wasn't
got-
for Tom Herman's incompetence.
So I guess we'll finish on that. I got Cleveland.
I got Cleveland as well. I don't. The
Yeah,
Steelers
give me the Brownies.
got Cleveland to beat up on the Steelers with
Yeah,
Nick Chubb going.
that D line is nice too.
Oh my God, Najee Harris! My God.
Is he out again?
No, I just saw his stat line.
I mean, he didn't play last week.
I mean, look at that stat line though. I don't care if he didn't play last week.
I mean, he'll do better. But even if he plays tomorrow, which I don't know if he is, that
Well, it
that
says
D
he's
line is
active.
just
He's
too
playing.
good. That D line is just really good. And the Browns take this game seriously. If they end up losing, the spread, what is it? What did you say? 2.5, 4.5?
4.5.
I mean, if you could buy 2 points, maybe I'll take the Steelers at plus 6.5. But I don't know about the game though. I don't think they win this.
I got the Browns.
Give me the under and give me the Browns.
All right.
Death, taxes, and terrible offensive football on Thursday.
Oh,
Terrible.
No, you thought that's bad. Just wait till Monday night.
Who's playing Monday night?
Cowboys and Giants.
Hey, dude, the Giants look nice, man. But let's finish it off there because we're gonna go a complete conversation.
Yeah.
Giants are nice. I'll finish it off that.
Yeah. I will close it like this. That I will say that with the Texas game, like put a ribbon on it. That Texas game was a last year's game with this year's team. Like I saw Eric Nalin say that. Like that's a last year game, played by this year's team. And Eric Nalin, like he put the nail on the head. Like that's exactly what it was. I mean, it was just perfect. It just shows you the growth. So, yeah, put a little ribbon on it. That's how we're gonna close it out. So, I guess I'll see you on Saturday then.
Yeah, we'll do our pick Saturday. Other than that, meet man. We're still gonna win the conference.